As we speak today, being on 9th of February 2024, the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is expected to make an earthquake statement at his Wamonyoro residence today, which is the announcement that well said the shockwaves around the Mount Kenya region politics. But one thing also is happening in the government of the day. The Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Professor Kindiki, the majority leader of parliament and the member of parliament of Kikuyu, Kimani Ichungwah, are at crossroads with one PA to President to President William Ruto, that is Farouk Kibet. Now let's diverge into this story because of what is going on right now. As Gachagua is meant to unveil his new party and his new friends today at his Wamonyoro residence in Madira constituency, Nyeri County, the PA to the president has given a task to Kindiki. And the task is to mobilize the mountain once again to try and see if there is a way of Ruto around the mountain, or if there is a way for Kindiki around the mountain. One thing is that Ruto knows he lost the mountain forever, that there is nothing that he can do by himself. Maybe if he uses people like Kindiki and fellow associate to the presidency, that is the only way he can get footing in the mountain. Now, Kindiki, last week he was in Embu County. He attended the Embu Boda Summit. From there, before the Boda Summit, he was in Nyeri County where he made a stopover, where young men and women were being ferried from Nairobi to Nyeri and also to Embu so that they would attend Kindiki's what? Function. According to the insights of Rigathi Gachagua while speaking last Sunday, he revealed that Kindiki spent 15 million Kenyan shillings on only 2 events, trying to prove a point to the president and trying to prove that he can also be a mobilizer. But Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua on Sunday, former Deputy President, made a stopover at Kiriani town while he was in Madioya constituency. Was it Madioya? In Murang'a County, yes. It was Madioya in Murang'a County, where he made a stopover after attending a church service in Kiriani. And the multitude of people that showed up, an organic crowd without mobilizers, without people being ferried there with lorries and buses, spoke volumes. And now, Farouk Kibet has given an order to Kindiki. You know, he is a no-nonsense man, a bully in the president's inner circle. And he has told Kindiki, Madam Kadure Kindiki, if there is one thing that you're going to do, is you are going to make the president be respected in the Mount Kenya region. We didn't bring you here to sing for us love songs with your soprano voice. No, we didn't bring you here. Na nitakulima kofi ingine, achana na ile nilikulima December. Yeah, that is the intel that you are receiving. So Kindiki is currently trying to mobilize and organize the crowd. He's trying to set a footing in Murang'a County. And one thing that you should know, the Deputy President Kindiki, 2 weeks ago, he sent out an invite to Murang'a County Governor Irungu Kang'ata. He wanted Irungu Kang'ata to join him at the Deputy President residence in Karen, where they were supposed to sit down, discuss, and talk about the way forward on how the president will get a footing in the Mount Kenya region. But to his surprise, Kindiki, Irungu Kang'ata turned him down. Before Irungu Kang'ata came to turn him down, the member of parliament of Kiharu and the chair of the budget committee in parliament, Didi Nyoro, had also turned down the invite of Kithure Kindiki at his current residence. Because these leaders are the key leaders in Murang'a County. They make an influence and an impact in Murang'a County. So if these leaders have refused to be associated with Kithure Kindiki, how will they be associated with the president? Because they know the crowd rejected this regime. The people in their counties rejected this regime. And for them to associate with this regime publicly, they will be disgracing themselves. Remember, President William Ruto sought to go to Murang'a, sought to do a tour in Murang'a with Irungu Kang'ata to launch development projects that Irungu Kang'ata had started, including Kang'ata Care. And Irungu Kang'ata turned the president down. Now Kindiki has been told, Bwana, you have to do this thing. On the other side, Kimani Ichungwah has also been brought into this mix. Let me tell you the reason why. Last week, but one, there was a retreat for the members of parliament in Naivasha. It was called like a midterm retreat for them to reconsider their way forward and how they have been functioning so far. And at that meeting, Kimani Ichungwah went out and called out the Minister of Health, telling the Minister of Health, now you should also act, because this SHA, SHIF and Taifa Care are not working. You should do your due diligence and make these things work for the people of the Republic of Kenya. If there is one thing that Farouk Kibet hate, is anybody that tries to make the president look bad. From that moment, jamaa alitolewa kwa WhatsApp group. Admin Farouk Kibet alimwambia toka, get out. That was the message. Kimani Ichungwah juzi lost his majority leader role after the High Court made a ruling that Azimio la Umoja is the majority in parliament and Kenya Kwanza is the minority. To our surprise, the president has not even argued. He has just ordered a shift transfer of power from Kimani Ichungwah to Junet Mohammed. So Kimani Ichungwah is just a mere buruai. And remember, he has nothing to offer to the president right now because he lost the mountain himself, Kimani Ichungwah. The people of the Mount Kenya region, if there is somebody that wanaweza pewa tu wachune wamchune tu, kumuchuna, si hata kumpiga, kumuchuna tu mpaka wammalize, ni Kimani Ichungwah. Because he was on the forefront seeking the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. I mean, he has disgraced the mountain for the longest time possible. Now, wanaambiwa wewe na Kithure Kindiki, we don't want to know. We as the inner circle, we don't want to know what you shall do. Because for the last 100 days, Kindiki has made the greatest mistake of his life, competing with Rigathi Gachagua. A man that does not need money to mobilize people, a man that does not need anybody to help him mobilize people. He just needs to make a statement. I will be arriving at a certain place around the Mount Kenya region and people will show up. For Kimani Ichungwah and Kithure Kindiki, they have to fight to prove a point. They have. Oh my. Listen. As Deputy Kithure Kindiki marks 100 days today in office, political analyst alleges his main mistake. As reported by the Sunday Standard publication, Macharia Munene, who is a highly considered political analyst in the country, claimed that Kindiki's biggest mistake in his 100 days is that he has continued to fight with a man who grows increasingly popular. He claims that Kindiki might fail to impress as what Ruto's insider like Oscar Sudi, Farouk Kibet and Kipchumba Murkomen are doing. Kindiki's biggest mistake in his 100 days is that he has continued to fight with a man who is increasingly popular. A man who does not need anybody to mobilize people for him. A man who does not need to convince people around the mountain to follow him. They follow him out of sympathy and the love that he garnered after being kicked out of office. Now that tells you a lot. Kindiki ameambiwa, if Gachagua makes that announcement and the president anaonekana mjinga around the Mount Kenya region from now onwards, Bwana Kadhure Kindiki, you should also be preparing to face your worst time in the politics of the Republic of Kenya, because you are going to lose the workforce. Remember, as of right now, peer information ambayo tunayo, already Kithure Kindiki has lost half of his workers. Amenyang'anywa half of his workforce. Pale katika ofisi ya DP pale annex, wamekatwa into half. Tunaelewana? Na wale ambao wameletwa walipata kuajiriwa not by Kindiki but by Farouk. So meaning those are insiders. Those are intelligence officers working for Kindiki. Tunaelewana? Kindiki si mtu ambaye anaweza jipigania. So he is being intimidated to the highest level. I mean, as of right now, when you sit down and look at it, Farouk Kibet has cornered Kithure Kindiki and Kimani Ichungwah in one corner. Farouk and Kipchumba Murkomen and Oscar Sudi sits down and decides, either tunataka ukue karibu na rais ama tunataka ukue Burwai. When they did that for Gachagua, Gachagua stood and told them, I will hold you by the balls. I am not that kind of a person. You can't take advantage of me. Now, wako na Kadhure na Ichungwah, mka wa Ruto. Right now, amekuwa divorced. Nakwambia, the things that we are going to see in the next 10 days after Gachagua launches his party today. It is going to be hell lot of problems for Kithure Kindiki and Kimani Ichungwah. Just wait and see. It's about to go down. Subscribe. This is the Kenyan Daily Report, and here we keep you updated with the politics of the day.